Sunday marked the 73rd anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor, and 13 Texas survivors were invited to be special guests at a remembrance ceremony at the National World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., and Fox 7's Noel Newton was there.
The date which will live in infamy. With confidence in our armed forces, with the unbounding determination of our people, we will gain the inevitable triumph.
The famous words of President Roosevelt in response to the attack on Pearl Harbor echoed at the exact time of the first bombing, 73 years later, in front of 13 eyewitnesses at their national memorial.
This attack thrusts this nation into the most destructive war in history.
What these men experienced is still just as vivid as it was on December 7th, 1941.
I was scared out of my wits. I almost lost it that day.
We thought it was an exercise until we seen the red sun on the wings.
And you could see the smoke over the battleships all over the harbor, and the planes were all over the harbor, and we just knew we were going to get blown up next.
Texas World War II veterans Pat Duncan and August Irwin were among a group of Texas Pearl Harbor survivors invited by the Honor Flight organization to be the special guests at a remembrance ceremony in Washington, D.C. Sunday.
I was the bugler, bugler and messenger that morning. It was 7:45 in the morning. I didn't get to sound that call.
Everything was tore down. I didn't even have a gun, in there. And so we're just setting pigeons.
Another vet who wanted to fight back but couldn't was Jim Lavelle.
That was kind of a sad feeling, a sickening feeling.
This is the basement floor.
Lavelle has witnessed two major events in our nation's history. As a Dallas police homicide detective, Lavelle was handcuffed to Lee Harvey Oswald when Jack Ruby shot him. Lavelle visited President Kennedy's grave for the first time while on the Honor Flight trip.
It brought back memories and so forth, things we did and some of the things we couldn't do.
Of the 83,000 service members stationed at Pearl Harbor, 2,000 remain. This trip was to show gratitude for their heroism and to assure them that we will never forget what they went through on that day until the war ended, just like Roosevelt said it would, in victory in 1945.
We can't say thank you enough to...
We hope to keep the memory alive for the young folks and all to be studying about it. I hope they don't quit studying about it and know what went on that day.
It's a great feeling to know that so many years and we're important.
Noel Newton, Fox 7 News Edge.